Bernsey, I've seen the clips of the documentary the Sharks did on you at your ranch in Texas. So cool. But I think the immediate takeaway for me is that escape for you is so important, and that ranch gives it to you.
Yeah, I've always been a guy with a lot of hobbies, and you know, I dive pretty headfirst into things, and
yeah,
it always comes back to the outdoors and animals for me, and it's always been an important escape, you know, and passion in my life, and you know, something that I've always wanted to pass on to my kids, and you know, I think really having land has, you know, gotten important. I've always liked that it's your little sanctuary, your little place, and yeah, it's been great.
You know, every year it just seems like there's more and more guys that can score in this league. How do you go against a league that is just all about producing scores, and even more scores?
Yeah, I think they kind of making it harder on the D-man, but you know, it's a fun challenge. I think that's, you know, one of the reasons why I like playing D more than forward. Mm-hmm. Is you know, that aspect is kind of fun for me, and yeah, I think they're trying to change different things to create more and
more scoring. Yeah,
that side of it's fun too. So it's not easy.
Well, it's not like you can't counter with your own goals. We'll get to that in a second. You and Jumbo so close. What's it been like to watch him go through two very tough injuries?
Yeah, it's tough. I think as a guy that, I think first, he's just so tough mentally and physically, right, that I think when you see him battling through something, you know it's not good.
Right.
So that's always tough to see anybody do that. But you know, for a guy like that, that's going to be, you know, one of the best to ever play the game, and getting the chance to play with him for so long, and seeing his work ethic, his passion, just the energy he brings every day. I think when you see somebody, you know, struggling through something like that, it's tough. It's you know, it's not fun to watch, but you know, you just see his passion and work ethic again in something like that, and you know how hard he's pushed himself, and you know, with our trainers, it's you know, I think all of us can look at it as a motivating thing, and you know, help push us individually to work harder. And you know, when you see a guy here early and leaving late, I think it's you know, important for everybody. I think we're all lucky to play with a guy like that.
It comes with playing any sport. I mean, people need to quantify you at a certain position. They need to say Brent Burns plays defense. But in reality, like, aren't you a lot of times feeling like a fourth forward out there on the ice? You do some stuff defensively that a lot of forwards can't even do, some of the power moves to get to the blue paint.
I mean, no, I think I see myself as a D-man. I mean, I've always felt more that way. You know, the game has changed, like we talked about before.
Yeah.
I think you have to help out as much as you can up there. But no, at the end of the day, I think, you know, I've always seen myself as a D-man, and yeah, it's kind of just trying to help create stuff on the other side, use my body as much as I can, but yeah, I don't know.
The last time San Jose had an All-Star game, I think you were a little boy.
What year was it? 91?
90. It was delayed. I think it was
Yeah,
supposed to be
93,
then 97. I want to say.
97.
Yeah.
So I was 12. I remember.
There you go.
Yeah, I remember Knowles doing the point. And,
yeah. Yeah. Called his shot.
Yeah, it's always interesting when it's in. My first year mini was in Minnesota as well. So
yeah.
It's, you know, it's cool. You see the logo, you wear the patch kind of thing. You know, I think it's always a cool event.
I mean, it'll be awesome for Northern California to get some recognition too that way. Everybody kind of coming here and focusing on here mid-season, and hopefully you guys are doing well at that point. But from your experience, I mean, what are the fans in for in that weekend? Because you've seen it in recent years.
I really don't know, because it's usually so busy as a player. I think from a player standpoint, it's always fun to see the dressing room, the rink.
Yeah.
I think San Jose especially, you don't really appreciate the city as much because it's so you're in and out so fast. You know, when I got traded here, I didn't really know anything about San Jose,
mm-hmm.
the surrounding areas, how nice it is, and you just don't really see much. And I think that goes for every city, really. If you're playing a game, you're not really seeing much. So I think it just gives a a good opportunity for probably not the players as much, but their families to see the surrounding areas and you know, the passion that the fans have here, and I think that's always good. I think it's, you know, whenever you go to a place, you're always looking at it, seeing, oh, this would be cool, this is a great place, and I think as a player you don't really get that chance to see San Jose, so hopefully, you know, their families get to see the surrounding areas, and you see how great it is, and that always helps come UFA season. I think, you know, if you've had a family member there that loves it already, it's a little easier to get excited about it. And yeah, I think it's a great city. It's a great opportunity for the city, the team, the fans to see something really cool, and you know, the event's just it's been awesome to be part of it, and it's always fun.
A couple months ago, the Sharks drafted Ryan Merkley in the first round. As of a couple weeks ago, he's living at your house.
Yeah. Yeah, you get thrown into the wolves right away.
Don't you already have 2 kids?
Yeah. He was great. He was, you know, super polite, super with the kids. I mean, it was nice. I got a little bit of a break. I got to sit on the couch, and he went out and played.
You made him babysit?
Yeah, he was babysitting. He was playing street hockey with Jags and throwing the football, swimming in the pool. It was great. You know, I think it's always fun to get to see somebody come in, and you know, you get that energy, you get that exuberance the first time coming in, or second because he was here for the rookie camp. But you know, he gets to come here for the first time, and you know, you're still learning about the organization, about, you know, you're just getting thrown into it, training wise, and it was fun. It was good to get to hang out with him.
Almost a weird moment for you, like, wow, I'm like a full-blown mentor to this guy right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it puts you on the other side.
Yeah, he tried. I don't think so. I just think about it as get to hang out, and you know, it gets me off the couch because I was cooking meals and trying to make sure he's fed and taken care of. So yeah, it's just you know, it's crazy when you think about it. But you know, I had a billet, you know, my first year.
Yeah.
And a lot of the older guys, you know, they spend time and talk to you and make sure things are okay, and you just try to do the same thing.